Prynawn da pawb, how are you? Well, I'm back with another craft idea for you. Now, I'm trying to think of things that you got lots of in the house, and I'm pretty sure that at the moment, toilet rolls are one of those things that you've got hanging around the house, and I thought they would make such a lovely bee. What you could do if you wanted to hang him, you could put string through it. Oh, that's all you can see in my hand. And you could hang him up like this, as if he's flying. Look how easy he is. Now for this one, I used coloured card, but I'm going to show you an even easier way of doing it now. And that's all you need is a piece of paper, a ruler, black and yellow pencils, and a toilet roll. You'll also need a little bit of glue or a bit of tape, and I've cut his wings. I have used a bit of coloured card for this, and that's all I've done to make a circle is I've cut around the inside of my sellotape actually. So let's get going. The first thing you need to do is to see how much paper you need. So if you put your toilet roll on there and make a little mark, then use your ruler and draw a line. That's how much paper you're going to need to wrap around his body. Okay, so what you can do, now Mr. Richards hasn't done a very good job of cutting that, drawing a straight line at all actually. Toosh, rubbish job. Is I'm going to cut him out, cut that piece out then. Now remember, scissors are sharp, so be careful. Be careful. Haha, look what I did there. Then we're going to draw some lines on your bumblebee then. So now I'm quite lucky here because I've got lines on my mat. Still doesn't mean I'm going to draw a straight line, but there we go. So I'm going to do some lines like this. I'm going to have thin lines for his stripes. So remember, if you've got coloured card, you could use coloured card. If you haven't, easy peasy, just get yourself a piece of paper and some colouring pencils or pens, or you could do paint. If Mammy's feeling particularly brave, you could do paint. Now all I'm going to do now is I'm going to colour these strips in black and these strips in yellow. So by the power of television, you'll see it finished in a second. So here we go. As I said, by the magic of television, it would all be done. So there's my bumblebee. Well, not quite, not finished yet. My next job, now I need to stick him to this toilet roll. Now I can only either use wet glue like this, but I'm going to use some tape. And this is double-sided tape because, as I say, I don't know what I've done with my sellotape. But if you've got a Pritt stick, like we use in school, that's absolutely fine because it's only thin paper. Or if you've got any other glue would work because you're only sticking things to a toilet roll. And the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take the backing off first, and I'm going to stick the end down just so it's absolutely in line with the ends of the toilet roll, and then I'm going to quite simply roll it all around. Now as you can see, we've got more than we need, so I'm going to put a little bit of double-sided tape there, and then I'm going to give him a bit of a haircut. I'm going to trim him down a little bit. Now I've noticed that today lots of the children who were in school have made fantastic rainbows. I'd love to see some of viewers if you've been making rainbows as well, and if you have, I hope they're in your window to cheer people up. So I'm just going to cut up here now, and there's our bumblebee's body. There he is. Now on my bumblebee here, I have some googly eyes, but we're going to do exactly the same thing just with a bit of pen. Okay, so I'm going to draw his smiley face and two little eyes. There he is. Oops, he keeps rolling away. I'm going to squash him down a little bit. Obviously don't do that with real bumblebees, they don't like it. So there he is. Now then, I'm going to do his antennae now, and that's all I'm going to do is I'm going to colour a big section of this bit of card that I've got in black. It's going on my desk, but that's okay because mine is a craft desk. Don't do this on your mommy and daddy's best table. Okay, make sure you've got something underneath, because mommies and daddies will be giving me a bunch of 5s otherwise when they see me. So there we go. I'm going to cut this now up the middle like this, and they're going to be his antennae. Now they're quite long actually, so I'm just going to trim those down a little bit. Then I'm going to put a little tiny bit of glue on them. My glue doesn't want to come out today. Like this. So have you been having fun in the sunshine in your garden? Or did you go for a walk today? There we are. Earlier on, I was at pegging my washing on the line, and I'm sure I could hear a bumblebee, which gave me the idea then of making a bumblebee craft. There we go, there he is. Now, the only thing we're going to do now are his wings. So, as I say, I drew around the centre of this because I'm not very good at drawing very good circles, and I'm just going to draw around it, cut around it, sorry, like this. Remember, when you are cutting a shape that you want it to be really accurate, let me tell you, cutting circles is never very accurate. Keep your scissors still and move your piece of card. Then I'm going to fold that circle in half like this, and I'm going to cut that in half. There we go. So I folded it in half and I cut it in half. So we've got 2 halves, and that's going to be his one wing. Now then, for this one, I used glue on this one, but it took a bit of time to dry. I'm going to use a bit of my double-sided tape here. A good little tip, if you have something that you want to dry quite quickly and you want to hold it in place, pegs are absolutely fantastic for that job. As I say, Mrs. Richards does, well, I do lots of craft videos actually, because I've got a different YouTube channel for making crafts for grown-ups, and I use pegs quite a lot to keep things in place, especially if you're using this kind of glue. Whoops, knocked my bee down, because it just helps to hold it, so I'm going to keep holding it with your finger for ages and ages. There we go, this is other wing. I'm going to try to make sure they're pretty much in line. And there you go. There's a little bumblebee. I've got 2 now. 2 little bumblebees. And their lovely bright stripes cheer me up. And they make me remember that soon summer's coming. And hopefully we'll be seeing each other again. So I'd love to see any of the crafts you make. I'd love you to tag me on Twitter with them, because I am a real craftaholic. So enjoy your crafting. I'll see you soon. Hwyl fawr.